Welcome back to the vlog, you guys. Today, no, I was not secretly pregnant. My sister had a baby, and I'm so excited. Today, I am going to be meal prepping a ton of postpartum meals and little snacks for her. Some like lactation safe snacks to help her milk production, and some foods that she can just sort of grab, heat up, throw in the oven, already made, and have some nourishing meals postpartum. I'm currently just sitting here writing out all of the things that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be making her some chia pudding, gluten-free lactation cookies, some smoothie prep, trail mix, breakfast burritos, a chicken, kale, quinoa, like high fiber salad, some lactation balls, a fresh loaf of sourdough, which I'm actually gonna get tomorrow because our building, the place that I live, there's like a hotel attached to it, and the hotel every morning bakes fresh sourdough and they deliver it at like 9 a.m. So I'm gonna get a fresh loaf of sourdough as well, and then yeah, so I'm gonna take you along everything. I'm gonna go grocery shopping soon. It is only 7:30 right now. I did all my morning routine earlier, and yeah, now I'm just sitting here just prepping like what I need for groceries. And yeah, I can't wait to meet the baby. I'm gonna go meet him tomorrow. I'm so excited. It was so crazy. Yeah, so anyways, that's what today's vlog is gonna be. I'm kind of whispering because it's early and I don't want to like disturb the peace. Jill is just doing some work in the office, but yeah, so that's the plan for today. So first things first, we need to go to the grocery store. So let's go. I'm back from 2 grocery stores, and here's everything I got. I stopped at a Whole Foods store. Dale thinks it's hilarious because I love natural food stores. I go to town, and especially when I'm doing something for myself, I go to town, but when I'm doing something for someone else, it just makes me like so happy. It's my love language. It's cooking and baking, so here we are. So, brief overview. I got Ziploc bags and tinfoil and some like containers to put everything in, to store. And then I got obviously some kale. My sister requested some hearty, nourishing salads with spinach or kale, so I got some kale, some frozen cauliflower. I'm gonna do some smoothie prep, so I'm gonna put some cauliflower with some banana, peanut butter, and all that. Bananas, eggs, chicken for the salad, some sausages for breakfast burritos, a little muffin mix because I couldn't be bothered to make muffins on top of everything else that I'm doing. So you just add egg and water to this. I'm just going to do a little like banana muffin loaf instead of muffins because I didn't get little muffin things, like little, what do you call them? You know. Dijon for the salad dressing, cumin for the burritos, some jam for, I'm making lactation cookies, and it had raspberry jam. I got pureed pumpkin because I'm thinking of making like pumpkin bites. They're high fiber for myself and for her. So I found this pure pumpkin puree, and I might do those. Don't know yet. It's not really on my list of things to do, but I saw it and I thought, why not? And then I got some brewer's yeast. Don't know how this works, but I found it and I got some. I got some cassava flour. It actually called for almond flour, but I didn't want almond flour, and this is supposed to be higher in fiber. And again, another request of my sister was high fiber foods. So I got that instead. Some more chia seeds. I'm gonna do overnight chia seed pudding. Some quinoa for the salad, some natural peanut butter, apple cider vinegar for the dressing. This is for the balls. I'm gonna do lactation balls as well as cookies. And then hemp seeds for pretty much everything, the salad, the balls, the cookies, the chia seeds, pudding, the smoothie, like literally everything has hemp seeds in it. And then I also got some pre-made grass-fed bone broth. One is lemon ginger and one is just like plain beef. Very nourishing and healing to your gut lining and for everything postpartum. So I got 2 of those. That is super easy to just drink. Coconut oil, and I think that's it. Oh, some cashews and some wraps. So yeah, that's it. That's the haul. Don't know what I'm gonna start first, but I'm probably just gonna bake the sausages first. While they're baking, I'll just like cut up the, you'll see. I'll show you what I'm doing. First things first, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 400. And while that's preheating, I'm gonna cut up all the kale, wash it, let it soak, and then I'll start other things while that's like cleaning. Okay, this is a mess. This is giving me a little bit of anxiety. I don't know where to put it all. There's one thing about me and meat, I literally hate touching raw meat. Some people will grab it with their fingers, like Eric did that last night with his chicken, and I just like, I had the biggest ick. Yeah, Eric made chicken last night, like chicken burgers, and he was just like manhandling the raw chicken, and it was so fucking gross. Like, it was so gross.
What do you think chefs do?
I know, but I just hate it. That's something I just, yeah. I have an issue with that.
You definitely don't need 1 sausage per wrap.
No?
Half a sausage per wrap.
Should I
There's
leave?
going to be
I'll leave.
eggs, there's going to be
I'm
olives.
not doing eggs. My sister doesn't eat eggs.
What's going to be in it?
This, beans, where's my list?
Of a sausage each?
I'll freeze 4 for you then. So I'll do 6. And like worst case, you eat
Yeah, if it's too much.
like
well,
half of one today or whatever. So I'll do 6. I'll freeze 4 for you for later. Our dinner tonight is this boneless beef bottom blade roast. I made this last week and it was so good. So it's just a frosting because she is so thick. But that's for dinner tonight with probably carrots.
Yeah, that would be good.
Some carrots.
Are we doing like a gravy again?
I can.
You don't have to.
It wasn't very hard to do. It was just like bone
Carrots,
broth.
gravy, and roast sounds pretty good. If we want to add potato, we can.
We'll 4 fit in here, hopefully.
I knew you were going to turn that dang camera on me.
That's funny. Is it good? I made this like chocolate chip banana bread a few days ago. And we're coming down to just the last pieces. But it's delicious.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut all this kale, but then I'm also going to soak it in some vinegar and baking soda after I chop it, just to clean it.
Are you okay? I believe you. You're with your friends.
Be like, not imaginary, you know.
No, yeah. You're talking to your friend.
There's 75 of them. It's a lot of people.
Burnt the roof of my mouth on my breakfast burrito yesterday.
You burnt your mouth?
Yeah, I burnt it.
That sucks.
I couldn't stop eating it even though it was like so hot.
4 kale. I try to get the stem out as much as possible because it's very tough to chew and it doesn't digest very well either. I do just rough chop it. No use in making everything pretty, am I right? Because you're just gonna chew it anyways.
Now you need to cut to a scene of you chewing really close to the line, just like.
I just thought about doing that, but I don't know why I considered that. That was silly.
It'd be funny. I didn't do the director of your YouTube vlog, just saying.
Would it be funny or would it be weird?
Huh?
That would be weird.
Yeah, your YouTube would be very weird.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet my nephew. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be dropping off everything tonight because we do not have space in our fridge. Jill made a good point. I was gonna maybe drop it off tomorrow, but I didn't actually think of the fact that if I drop it off tomorrow, I'd have to store it in our fridge, and we don't have space in our fridge because there's 3 of us that live here. So I will drop it off tonight. Which means I get to meet the little one tonight. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. I think for now I'm just gonna do 1 head of kale for the salad, and then I'll use this head of kale for like the burrito, and then just for Dylan and I to have. But it looks like I might have enough for like a large salad. About that much. I'll just give it a good 10-15 minutes just to soak and disinfect and remove some pesticides, herbicides, and all that fun stuff. To make matcha from my favorite brand ever. 15 grams of protein, bone broth matcha, tastes so good. All I literally add is coconut milk. Coconut milk, almond milk. I bought my favorite milk from Elmhurst, almond milk. It's literally just almonds and water, filtered water, and it's so good. But I also have been using this coconut milk. It's almost done, so I might just finish it. And then just add the remaining coconut milk to it. So I actually brought this from Australia. It came with the Nespresso that I got Dill. And it froths really well, but it doesn't heat up anymore because of the whole voltage thing. Our NutriBullet blender works, but like barely. You gotta keep it on blend for like ever. And our actual Nespresso doesn't work at all, which is really, really sad. And our Ninja. I got a Ninja food processor as well, and that also doesn't work. So kind of sad because those are all really, really good appliances, but we had a feeling that they wouldn't work, and they don't. But yeah, I just add the almond milk or the milk of choice here. I also add this in here, just so it kind of sits in there and then it can froth. Something I might do while everything is sort of chilling is put together smoothies. So I'm just gonna do some banana, some peanut butter, frozen cauliflower. I might use some protein. I didn't actually get any protein, but I don't really want to use mine. I'll think about what I'm gonna do. I might just not add protein at all. And just do the peanut butter, frozen cauliflower, banana, chia seeds and hemp seeds to that, and then they can just throw it in the blender and add water or milk or whatever. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Super easy, simple, and I can just throw it in the freezer while everything is getting ready. So for my matcha, I literally just pour. I can just show you how creamy this is and delicious. I literally just pour this into here. And then I just add a little bit of hot water. And there you have it, the most perfect matcha latte with 15 grams of protein. So good. Literally, so add no sweetener. It's 12 out of 10. So good. Set for 30 minutes for the sausages. While those are cooking, I am going to listen to a podcast and prep. Listen to a podcast and prep my little smoothie bags. So let's go. Died like 10 minutes in, so I charged it for a bit, but I've prepped the salad. So I washed the kale, laid all the kale down. I got shredded carrot, it called for cranberries, but I couldn't get cranberries. I couldn't find them in the store that I was in, and I didn't want to make no stop, so I did raisins, unsweetened raisins, pumpkin seeds, some nutritional yeast. And then I made this homemade dressing, this Dijon, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, and apple cider vinegar. And then I have some quinoa just cooling down I'm gonna put this in a separate container that they can just kind of add on to it. And then I also just need to cook this chicken and cut it into some small cubes so they can put it on top of their salad. I have some beets just boiling. I think this will just be for me and Dill, just because I needed to cook them and they were going bad, so I needed to do that. Sausages are cooked. In the oven is a blueberry loaf. So that's baking. It's only 20 seconds left on that. And then I also prepped some chia seed pudding. I accidentally bought some ground chia seeds. I didn't realize they were ground and not whole, but hopefully it's the same. It looks nice and thick and creamy and good, so I added a little bit of maple syrup, a little bit of hemp seeds, and some ground chia seeds with some coconut milk. I'm just gonna see if this is done. Almost done when I took it out last time. I put it in for 5 more minutes. Oh, it smells so good. I added a little bit of chocolate chips on top. It's coming out nice and clean. So I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna leave the oven on because I need to make the lactation cookies as well. Leave the oven on and I'll start prepping those cookies so I can get them in the oven to bake. And then yeah, once those cookies are done, the only thing I have left to do is to assemble the wraps or the burritos. And once that's done, then I'm done. It actually didn't take very long. Oh, I gotta do the balls too. So the balls and the cookies. Yeah, so I'll do those now. Hopefully this doesn't die. It says the battery's full, but we are going to try again. So the recipe for the lactation cookies, my friend Kim, she was in my previous vlogs in Australia. She actually gave me the recipe because she had her first baby in May last year. So this was the recipe that she used. So I'm just going to make this. She sent it to me here. So I'm just gonna do that and yeah. So I've cleaned up a little bit. I need to put this chicken in the oven, but I need to get my sausages onto a plate first for my burritos. So I've cleaned up a little bit. Like I said, everything except for the burritos and the lactation balls are done. I've got the cookie batter mix just sitting. It needs to sit for like 15 minutes. I think it has something to do with the brewer's yeast, maybe. I've never baked with brewer's yeast before, so I'm not really sure how it works, but I have the balls, and I'm just gonna lay out the chicken on here.
How's she come?
She's going. Once the balls are made, I just need to clean up because the balls I don't need to cook, they're just raw. Just need to roll them and let them set. I just need to cook these, cook those, and that's it. That has to cool, these just have to cool once they're done. And I'm gonna wrap that in tin foil. That's pretty much it. Just looks really messy. Oh, I gotta do the burritos. I don't really know how I'm gonna roll them yet. I'm not really good at rolling burritos, so. Perfect. Okay. Here is my, is it time yet? Still 5 minutes left, but I'm just gonna leave it. I'm going to roll these. They've kind of gotten really airy, so I'm just gonna put these into little balls. Focus. Yeah, cool. Okay, I kind of just made them little blobs on here. I put them in the oven for, I think she said 15 minutes, but I will double check. 20 minutes. I'm going to slice the sausage and kind of tidy up a little bit. And then we'll be back to just cook the chicken, and that's pretty much it. To tell if they're done, but I am just gonna assume they are. Again, I've never made anything with brewer's yeast before, and to me these just like smell a little yeasty. Like, don't really know how to explain it, but Kim has never steered me wrong with a recipe before, so I'm trusting in the process. Yeah, I'm not going to be very disappointed if these cookies are not a hit. So I'm glad that I did the balls and the loaf just for like a sweet treat. But I'm going to get the other ones on here. I don't know about these cookies. I really don't. Kim, I love you, but they're just not doing it for me. Maybe they taste good. I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to try to start rolling these burritos. Okay guys, everything is made, the kitchen is clean, but just there's a lot of dishes going on, so it looks super chaotic. My chicken is done, everything is done. I'm actually about to make myself some eggs because I'm so hungry, I haven't eaten all day. But let me show you what I have done. So I've got all the salad, I've got the quinoa, the dressing for the salad in here. I've got the blueberry loaf already sliced. I can have it fresh or put it in the freezer. Don't gotta worry about cutting it. It's already done. And then over here, I have all the burritos. So I did 8 of them.
pretty small ones, like you could realistically have 2 of them as a meal. So I have some extra sausage. This one has black bean, sausage, mayo, and lettuce, and I think quinoa. There's 4 that have black beans, sausage, mayo, avocado, lettuce, and pickled onion.
I don't know if postpartum moms or breastfeeding moms can have onion. I'm hoping it's not going to be an issue.
And then for other ones, I did sausage, sauerkraut, mayo, eggplant, and white rice. So these look delicious. And then I have my overnight sort of chia pudding here. Look how jiggly it is. I topped it with some blueberries, frozen blueberries, so they will melt and sort of add just a lot of flavor. And then I have my chicken here that I'm just gonna slice into cubes and then put it into this container here for the salad. And then I think that's all I did. The cookies, sorry Kim, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I didn't like them. I used a different flour though, so I wonder if that was sort of my mistake. The recipe she sent me called for almond flour, and I ended up using cassava flour, so I don't know if that changed. I don't know if that changed the texture or the flavor or what, but it just tasted and smelled like yeast. Like it didn't taste like a cookie, and I was just very turned off by it. And I was like, I know Kim said they were her thing and she was obsessed with them and loved them, but I think I just cooked them wrong and I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I tossed those, unfortunately, kind of a waste, but they weren't really that good, so I wasn't gonna eat them anyways, and I wasn't gonna give them to my sister, so that's that. I'm gonna cook myself some eggs and have a piece of sourdough because I'm so hungry. So I will see you after I eat.